While the media has been desperately trying to convince you that securing our border is impossible, something remarkable is happening. In just 23 days, President Trump has achieved what the experts claimed couldn't be done. Illegal crossings are down a staggering 95%. The cartels are in a disarray. The Pope is having a meltdown. And even Mexico's economy minister is threatening us with expensive avocados. But tonight we have exclusive details about exactly how this happened and why the establishment, including, yes, even the Vatican, is in panic mode over Trump's success. And you know what's interesting about border security? It's all about pressure. Too much pressure at the border from illegal crossings and the system fails. The same thing happens with blood pressure in your body. Just as Trump is regulating border pressure, you need to regulate your blood pressure. That's why I trust this incredible formula. While the president secures our national boundaries, you can secure your body's vital systems. The results? They're as impressive as Trump border numbers. Visit boostwithgary.com, get 40% off, and take control of your health like Trump is taking control of the border. Here we go, folks. Let's get into it. Just 8 hours ago, Mario Naval posting this. Mexico to the United States. Enjoy your expensive avocados and cars. Yeah, they're going to. You really think that Mexico is going to win this one? Mexico's economy minister just torched, this is what he writes, just torched the U.S. 25% tariff plan, calling it a bad idea. Translation, get ready for pricier tacos, cars, and just about everything else. With California and Texas set to take the hardest hit, Mexico's not sitting quietly. They're gearing up to retaliate, meaning a full-blown trade war could be brewing. Meanwhile, Mexico slapped 35% tariffs on imported textiles because if the U.S. wants to play hardball, Mexico's got its own move. So who blinks first is the question. Avocado toast, though, yeah, it might get a little pricey. And here we have Secretary of Defense just a couple days ago talking about border security and just how important that it is.
Chaos happens when the perception of American strength is not complete. And so we aim to reestablish that deterrence. And it starts with our own southern border. It starts with the defense of our homeland. I think in some ways this department over time has felt like that's somebody else's mission. We've spent a lot of time, decades, my generation and yours, defending other people's borders across the world, yet we've seen an invasion of our own. From people all around the world who I'm sure many of them want to seek a better life. I understand that. But we also don't know who millions of them are, what their intentions are, why they're here. That creates a very real national security threat to the country. Border security is national security. And as the president has told us, we're going to get 100% operational control of our southern border. And that needs to be and will be a focus of this department.
Finally, some common sense in the United States. Here we have just 19 hours ago, the president of El Salvador just told Tucker that the MS-13 participates in satanic sacrifice rituals after he saved the country from the gang takeover, but the media said it was all a conspiracy theory. I'm going to go ahead and retweet this because I think you need to see this in full. It might just be too hot for YouTube, so it's on my X account right now. It was posted by Illuminati Bot. And then we have this White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, provides an update on the southern border. Let's go, 95% down.
Just in the line.
Steve, I'd like you to say a couple of words about it.
Yes, well, as you know, Mr. President, since you issued your day one executive orders, border crossings are down approximately 95%. You talk to agents on the line. In their entire careers, they've never seen crossing days as low as what they're experiencing right now. The cartels, in fact, are enormously frustrated because they've never seen a clampdown like this before in American history. There are people who were working at Border Patrol back when it was INS in the 80s and 90s. They've never seen a day like this. That's because you've mobilized the 10th Mounted Division, the Marines, the entire U.S. military. They're erecting physical miles of barrier, temporary and ultimately permanent, every single day. You have all of your border agents pushed to the front line. They're not doing the humanitarian processing, quote unquote, that Biden was doing. They're doing law enforcement and national security. They're interdicting weapons and drugs. They're interdicting violent, high-threat criminals. And the U.S. military is repatriating illegal immigrants at a pace and a scale that has never occurred before in American history. And those who are committing human trafficking and child trafficking are being prosecuted for felony offenses, and they'll be doing hard time in jail. There's never been a lockdown like what you have implemented through your orders and vision since you took the oath of office.
Yeah, let's go. Let's keep it going, though. Let's keep it going. Fill up Guantanamo with all of them. Oh, and then we have this. Okay, the Pope. The Pope Francis, condemning Trump's immigration crackdown. Pope Francis, in a rare open letter to U.S. Catholic bishops, blasted Trump's immigration policies, rejecting the idea that all undocumented immigrants are criminals. Well, if they came here illegally and they're not documented, then, yeah, they are breaking the law, making them criminals. Oh, boy, here we go. Here we go. Here's the Pope. I exhort all the faithful of the Catholic Church not to give in to narratives that discriminate against and cause unnecessary suffering to our migrant and refugee brothers and sisters. Pope Francis previously called Trump's mass deportation plan a disgrace, deepening tensions between the Vatican and the White House. Okay, that's perfectly fine with me. We don't need false prophets. And then we got this. Tom Holman confirms the ICE operation leak. Remember that? The FBI leaking ICE operational raids. Well, giving them an opportunity to flee a lot of those locations. Well, he has confirmed it originated from the FBI and there is a criminal investigation underway. Libs of TikTok says the FBI agents responsible for this need to be tried for treason.
Tom Holman. Tom, where are these leaks coming from?
Well, look, we think it's coming from inside, and we know the first leak of Aurora is under current investigation. We think we identified that person under investigation right now. The California leak, Secretary Noem, she's correct. Some of the information we're receiving tends to lead toward the FBI. But I talked to the Deputy Attorney General all this weekend. They've opened up a criminal investigation. And they have promised that not only this person lose their job and lose their pension, they're going to go to jail. They're going to criminally prosecute. So we're all over it. We got
Tom Holman. Tom,
we are all over it. They are going to jail. That's what he just said. Okay, so we have more. Check this out. Rapid response 47 just 20 hours ago. It's very difficult. Sanctuary cities, but we're going to keep coming, says border czar Tom Holman, doubling the manpower.
Arrested and put in account. Well, sanctuary cities, they're putting up every roadblock possible. Rather than arresting the bad guy in a county jail, it takes one agent to arrest a bad guy when they gets arrested and put in a county jail. We got to send a whole team to the neighborhood. So it's very difficult in sanctuary cities, but we're going to keep coming. What are we doing about sanctuary cities? I'm going to double the manpower in those sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities, if we can't get them in their homes, we'll get them in a place of employment. We're going to have large-scale worksite enforcement operation. So we're going to send more resources. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep coming. We're going to keep coming with more. We're going to increase the targeting in those cities. We're going to give full steam ahead on sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities are becoming the priority. Why? Because they're protecting public safety threats and national security threats. So we're going to double manpower. We're going to double operations. We're going to double targeting. We're coming full bore, and they're not going to stop us. I'm taking this seriously. I don't sleep well at night because I'm afraid of the people that are walking the streets here every day because sanctuary cities are protect them. Sanctuary cities are sanctuaries for criminals. Bottom line. So we're going to do everything we can to find them, regardless of what it takes. We got a strong president of the White House that's giving us all the authority we need. We're coming. We are coming, folks. Nowhere to hide now. What is this? Okay, remember this. Okay, I think this is from Savannah Hernandez. Now, this was posted by Defiant L's 8 hours ago, but it's her report that she filed a little while back exposing just the insanity of the spending under the Biden administration and the accommodations afforded to illegals.
Tables and chairs.
How much is rent here?
Free. 2 years.
After 2 years, we have to pay the rent.
All right, y'all, this is Savannah Hernandez in Brunswick, Maine, reporting to you from the apartments where migrants are getting their rent paid for up to 2 years. Now, I wanted to give you guys a first inside look at these units. The migrants shared with us that they come furnished, so they have a flat screen TV in there, couches, tables and chairs, a bed. We also asked them as well, hey, are you paying utilities here? They shared with us that nope, they do not have a water bill, they do not have an electricity bill.
And what about the light and the water?
Everything is good. We don't pay anything.
Now, I wanted to focus in on this area of Maine because there is a housing crisis going on currently for residents, and these buildings were initially created for Maine residents, but then it was decided that homeless migrants would be living here. Now, as an American, you can rent out one of these units, but a one-bedroom is going to run you about $1,800, and a two-bedroom is going to run you about $2,300. By the way, the average housing price for a house over here in Brunswick is about $480,000. So there was obviously a lot of outrage when it was first discovered that migrants were going to be housed here for free on taxpayer dollar. Now, I wanted to focus in on Brunswick as well because this is the same county that has received FEMA funding from that same program that spent almost $1 billion through the fiscal year of 2023 and 2024 on sheltering illegal immigrants throughout the United States of America. By the way, FEMA coming out and saying that they have run out of that funding.
We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
This is why I wanted to come up this way. This is why I wanted to come to Brunswick, because I wanted to show you guys a comparison of how the federal government is treating American citizens versus illegal immigrants and migrants in this country. This is how migrants up in Maine, up in Brunswick are living. We also went to Bangor, we went to Lewiston, and there are African migrants who share with us that they really like it over here, that they've been treated very well. We spoke to Catholic Charities who told us that they are expecting more migrants. They're actually bringing more migrants up this way.
Yeah, so we're expecting up to 150 refugees starting yesterday until September 30th, which is the fiscal year. And then we also have walk-in clients, which will increase those numbers. Generally for refugees that we know are coming, we help them get set up with an apartment, but we're always looking for like other landlords to work with as well for apartments.
So I wanted to give you guys an idea of what was going on in Maine, the uppermost corners of the United States of America, where you wouldn't expect there to be migrants. This is a direct result of the open border, the illegal immigration crisis that has been allowed to prosper over the past 3-4 years, and it's stretching to even areas of America that you wouldn't expect.
And that party is straight up over. Savannah Hernandez breaking that amazing news. Not even amazing, just like disgusting news some time ago. Here, okay, check this out. Did you hear this? Border Czar Tom Holman is not happy. He's not happy, folks. I wonder why.
That need to be arrested.
Mr. Holman, is the president happy with the number of arrests?
I'm not. The arrests, if you look at the arrests in the interior enforcement, it's about 3 times higher than it was a year ago today. 3 times higher is good, but I'm not satisfied. There's more criminal aliens that need to be arrested, hundreds of thousands. Sanctuary cities are putting roadblocks up. We got leaks. So we need to increase the arrests of illegal aliens, especially those with criminal convictions. So we're going to continue. So 3 times higher is good. The numbers are good. For me, not good enough. We got to get more.
Not good enough. Okay, what is this? The DOJ opened up criminal investigation. Oh, wow, okay. Tom Holman revealed that the DOJ may have identified the mole who leaked the ICE deportation.
California.
Where are these leaks coming from?
Well, look, we think it's coming from inside. And we know the first leak of Aurora is under current investigation. We think we identified that person. Under investigation right now. The California leak, Secretary Noem, she's correct. Some of the information we're receiving tends to lead toward the FBI. But I talked to the Deputy Attorney General all this weekend. They've opened up a criminal investigation, and they have promised that not only this person lose their job and lose their pension, they're going to go to jail. They're going to criminally prosecute. So we're all over it. We got the DHS IG investigating the first one. Have a pretty good idea what happened. Can't share a lot because it's under investigation, but the IG's opened up a criminal investigation on the second one. We're sending a strong message. It's just not giving the bad guys a heads up so they can escape apprehension. Right? We're arresting, giving, the Venezuela gang a heads up so we can't arrest them. You're putting officers' lives at risk. It's only a matter of time if we walk into a place where there's going to be a bad guy doesn't care. He's going to be sitting and wait for the officers to show up and ambush him. This is not a game. So DHS and DOJ are connected at hip to hold these people responsible in a
criminal fashion. They are the FBI, really? I mean, absolutely disgraceful. That's why we need to get Cash confirmed as soon as possible so that he can start to gut the FBI from all of these criminal actions that are affecting our national security. I mean, this is treasonous. And these people should be tried for treason. I do agree with Libs of TikTok here. The FBI agents responsible need to be tried for treason. Unbelievable. So, the numbers don't lie, and they're telling an extraordinary story. A 95% reduction in illegal crossings. The cartels, according to the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, are enormously frustrated. They've never seen anything like this. Meanwhile, the Pope himself is angry, and he's writing letters about it. And Mexico's threatening us with expensive produce. But here's what they're not telling you. This is not just about immigration. It's about the fundamental shift in American sovereignty. And here's the question nobody in the mainstream media dares to ask. If Trump can secure the border this effectively in just 23 days without any new laws or congressional approval, why didn't the previous administration do it? What were they really protecting? Share your theories in the comments below and show your support for the Next News Network with our exclusive gear at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com. It is linked down below.